Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is the second of the month, which means it's time for SheetLoad collaborators to share our version of this month's SheetLoad of Cards sketch. The SheetLoad of Cards is a sketch, cutting guide, and full supply list provided free to all of Call Me Crafty Al's subscribers. I'll be sure to link to Call Me Crafty Al's channel in the description box below. On the first of the month, Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al channel shares the sketch for that month and explains how to download that sketch. On the second of the month, she shares a full process video using the SheetLoad sketch, including any tips or tricks she may have. The collaboration team also shares our version of how we use the SheetLoad on the second of the month. Now there are both Instagram and YouTube collaboration team members. I will have a playlist in the description box below so that you can follow along with all the collaborators on the February 2024 SheetLoad sketch. If you would like to play along with this month's SheetLoad of Card sketch, please be sure to use the hashtags on the sketch when sharing on social media. This way, we can see all the wonderful creations being made by our crafty friends. Now, if you print the sketch at 100%, the image on the sketch is a full size of an A2 card. The sketch also shares what supplies are needed, how many cards it will yield, and this month's sketch yields 8 cards. The dimensions in case you want to make one card instead of the full batch. And then this month there is a channel member bonus. So if you are a channel member, you will have access to an SVG file to help cut the partial circle for the CS2 piece. The sketch also has alternatives or other ways to use this sketch, such as adding gems or embellishments. Now, if this SheetLoad looks familiar, it's because it's the A2 version of the September 2023 SheetLoad of Cards sketch. The second page is your cutting guide. So this tells you how to cut your pattern paper. And for this month's sketch, you're going to need 4 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper. And then here it shows you the dimensions on how to cut that pattern paper. You will have this little square of leftover paper, but I'll show you how I use that extra pattern paper in my cards. You will need 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11 cardstock for CS1, and those will be your matte layers. And then half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 for CS2, and that's to cut out your half circles. And of course, you're going to need 8 A2 card bases. So for my cards this month, I decided to use this adorable Fairy Tales paper pad by Doodlebug Designs. And I also brought in this Sweet Birthday stamp set from Simon Says Stamp, and I do have the coordinating dies. So let me share the cards that I made. And you will notice that I did not use the half circle on my cards. What I did was stamp, cut, and color these cute little cupcakes from that Sweet Birthday stamp set. And to color my images, I used my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. And to keep it simple for me, and not having to decide what colors to use, I used a combination of 4 markers. So I used the Pale Pink Extend, here, let me show you. The Pale Pink Extend, the Bright Pink Extend, the Purple Blend, and the Blue Turquoise Blend. And that made it very easy to just color them up and get them ready to attach to my card. I also added a little bit of sparkle and dimension by using my Spectrum Noir clear sparkle pen, and I used that on all the cherries. And then I also added some glossy accents to the cherries. And then what I did is I also stamped this sentiment just on some white cardstock and trimmed it down and put it across the center of the pattern paper that runs across the card. And then to also finish detail on my stamped images, I did use my Jelly Roll 10 pen to add some little highlights to the cherries and the cupcakes. And then as for those little pieces of extra cardstock, what I did was I just trimmed them down and added them as little banner flags to the insides of my cards. So truly, this was a no scraps sheet load. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I did add an extra matte layer to this card just to kind of give a little bit of separation between my pink matte layer and my white card base. So here are the 8 cards that I completed using the February 2024 SheetLoad of Cards sketch. I think they just turned out so adorable. In fact, so much so that I might use what's left of that paper pad to make some more. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.